Is live? Yeah, live. All right. So, episode 35. Good evening. We are gonna continue working on Computer Factory. I made some modifications in prior episode. Then I skipped one. I was mainly working on the getting resin plastic and resin rubber out of some place. Of the other two factories. So I got them out over there. They live over there now. And we're obviously gonna reuse them for the plastic factory. I mean, for computer factory, so that's the goal for today. We're gonna hopefully fire a good chunk of those machines up and see how far we can get. All right, hey, what's going on? What's going on, boss? Yeah, I was messing with this building a little bit. I was planning to stream last night, right? And so I was like, I'm gonna get the plastic from resin and from the from both factories out, but I spent pretty much all night fiddling with it, so I never actually got to the point of streaming, because I wanted to start the stream after, because I thought it would be super boring, but it turned out to be super stressful, because if you mess up the resin, the whole thing pretty much stops, right? And one of them is our power grid, so it was like, okay. So, yeah, well, no more than once that night I thought I should have left it alone, and when we run short of plastic enough for us to need this stuff, we'll get it out. But no, I started and I couldn't stop. So so it's done, but it's just one of those things I wish I never touched. If you want to see the damage, I guess I can show you if you got a few minutes. Dude, we literally don't have enough doors in the buildings. Like, this is pretty ridiculous. We need to add doors, because I used to know how to get around the buildings we build, and now I'm like, I don't actually know, because neighbor put stuff around it, and now I'm like, I don't know what's happening. Anyway, so if you come into the plastic building, shit, how do I get up there? Oh, right here. I'll start giving a tour. It's probably yeah, so I had to build this monstrosity to essentially join the rubber coming in from the fuel factory to this one, and since I decided foolishly to put rubber and plastic on top of one another and put them between the pipes, as you can see, place was at the premium, so it turned out to be this monstrosity, which is essentially a way to link two lifts coming from here and feeding down into here. So there used to be two sinks here. Now they just drop down to those two conveyors and drop down to two mergers, which merge with the belts via a series of bullshit. And then if we go this way to the other factory, hopefully we can find the door. Oh, I left this open still. I gotta fix it. But anyway, you coming? Yeah. So this is rubber and plastic coming out of the fuel place. It's actually worked out pretty nice to get it out here and kind of hand feed it around the pipe and then send it around the pipe. So it wasn't too bad. But here, if you remember, we ran a lot of those cabling over the overhead and stuff, so I had to do a little messing here. This is where they get dropped down to those two things and get merged out of the building, but after a lot of fighting, this seems to be working. Gets dropped down below from both sides and then fed out. I deleted all the extra containers, moved dimensional depots to sit on top of the things in the train station, so essentially it's all kind of got merged to one place. So all of this stuff eventually gets done. Eventually gets dumped over yonder. Yeah, so they come down here, and before it gets to the other exchange over there, I drop them into the water and feed them into the awesome sink. We don't need rubber for the factory at the moment, but with 134 plastic we can feed into computers. Take the rest, 100 and about 200 from here, from this line, which is unused, and then we should have enough plastic. Now, as far as the plan, let me dump it back up for you. Export. Today's what? Today is 18th. Let me just send it to you. So you can see what the plan is. Save. This while I'm here. Back up. Let me know when you load it, and I'll look through this. Shenanigans. So the big change here is really I'm using, if you see Neon, silicon circuit board, because it's really good alt recipe, which is essentially replacing plastic with silica. If you remember me talking about this last time, I was talking about getting silica over the hill, so I brought in quartz. It's sitting out on the floor right now, but I brought quartz to feed into make silica. Hey, Had, how are you, sir? Thank you for the raid, much appreciated. Just in time with me explaining people what we're up to. So, say it again. Yeah. All right. So the so I replaced that. It's really good alt. So and that simplified a lot by how much plastic we need. So we need only 320, which is decent for 20 computers a minute. So essentially we bring in silica, we bring in water, and we bring in 336 copper. So almost the full vein. I didn't want to make more than 20 of those things because I don't know if we need more, but we obviously can scale if we choose to. Then the 6 and 6 what's the phase 6 and 6 smelters are already put in place and are being tested right now. Then we're gonna do the silica setup. Another big alt I brought in, it was the steam copper sheet. Uses about half a copper the usual copper sheet does for bringing water, just like any other pure recipe. So this one is really good. I deployed those machines, so those are ready for us to start running. And then we need essentially 12 constructors to do the wire. We need 6 constructors to do the silica, and then 6 constructors to do the cable. And then we feed the silica and all of the copper sheets into 8 assemblers, and they're gonna make circuit boards, 80 a minute. And then we are going to feed the plastic. We have plastic cable, make stuff. Um, yeah, thank you, much appreciated, sir. So that's the plan. Yeah, we're gonna do manufacture. Well, we had a couple out there, so they're just gonna be more. So if you look at the building itself now, since we're right next to it, I nozzled the eight of the refineries right next to the right here. So they're essentially the same length / width as our original building. So essentially we can encapsulate it, and they're not taller than the other building. So we can encapsulate them and just make this building wider, I suppose, or whatever, longer, or however you want to look at it. And it's probably going to give us space above the pipes, at least on the second row, to deploy more manufacturers or whatever we need. But building's going to be a few floors taller, but other than that, we can probably save the aesthetics of it pretty much and just make it wider. So it's all looking kind of good. So I'm to the point of the starting working on a constructor layer. Essentially, we need to deploy what is it, 12 of them, and then 6 and 6. And I was literally pondering the layout of this, and then I realized the machines all had stuff in them, so I decided to drain them before you got here, and I almost succeeded. All right, so if we go up here, I actually started using the method, by the way, to sync once I complete a stage, so I can test the lines. Yeah, Bobby, this one is good. This one is really, really good. I mean, it scratches a lot of the same itches SnowRunner does. Mine is driving, but a lot of planning and all this stuff is kind of here. So, I drained the machines, but anyway, I went into the old computer building. I'm on the second floor. Yeah, right here, bud. So, yeah, so this floor was 8 machines. I am thinking, based on the chart, we should probably split them into 6 and 6, do 2 floors of wire, right? Go up from here. So we'll do 2 floors of wire, and then we can do silica and cable on the same floor. So this is gonna be, we're gonna add to this another 4 machines, and then instead of these guys, we're gonna remove them. We're gonna do 6 and 6. 6 and 6 probably won't fit, right? I don't know. We're gonna have to think about this. Maybe this is high enough to expand. No, it's not high enough to expand. So maybe 2 floors, 6 on this floor and 6 on that floor, and that's what is the top floor of our building right now. And then that would finish this. So then we're gonna need 8 assemblers. So that's 2 floors, and then 8 manufacturers, and that's like 3 floors. So we're gonna add like 3 or 4 floors to this building. So it's gonna be taller and wider slightly. But I think this floor can be extended if you choose to, over the refineries right here. Right, to give us more floor space if we want. If we want to keep it square, we can extend it, or if you want to like cut the refineries off at the smokestacks and then do like a roof, so the building is like not a bulk shape, it's like different shape. We can just make this taller and then make the like a roof, maybe to connect 2 buildings together, so like one part is taller than another. I don't know. I haven't got that part yet, nor I. What? There is coffee in your hand, dude? Shocking. How could you? Make sure I can actually see chat in your stream. I don't actually see mine here. Wiper, how are you? All right, so you good with the plan? You know what we're up to? All right, well, let's start running this down. So I hooked up the foundries right now. Nothing else is hooked up. By the old building, there were on the constructor floor. Those constructors here are actually hooked up to ingots, so we can just, you know, figure out the lines and repurpose them. The problem is we don't need 8, we need 12, so we can leave those 8 here and do just 4 on the floor above. Just add 2 machines to that floor and call it done. Or we can balance them out and delete here 2 and add 4 over there. I don't know how you feel about that, but either one is probably fine. We just need to make sure we get ingots from here to the floor above. So we need to split it 3 ways. Right. No, so I don't think we can add 4 here unless we make it really, really cramped. Like, theoretically, we can move it all the way to stairs and then move all the way to the window, but I think last time you and I tried it, we didn't enjoy that part. Yeah, so we can use this floor with 2 machines and just add 2 more and link both floors together and just do, you know, 4 machines on this floor. It would be 8 downstairs and 4 here. Yeah? Yeah, this is the wire, yeah. And then after the wire, we have a floor of... we can do silica, floor of silica, and floor cable, I guess. Is probably the best. Probably other way around, but we'll do floor cable because it's gonna use all the 320 wire coming out of those things. And then do silica as a last floor because it's going into assemblers right above it. Yeah, correct. Stuff coming in is a hard question. Right now, the ingots sit on the west wall. And we feed in 2 of those guys in from this. So we're gonna need to find a way to feed the ingots. Probably off the west wall to another story up. Ingots come from... I don't actually technically know where ingots come from because I chopped up that part. Where do ingots come from? Ingots go into proper right now, okay. And so this guy goes into 1, 2, 3, 4 and goes upstairs. So this for refineries. So 174 goes to the cable, is that right? To the cable 176, right? No. 160 goes to the wire. And right now I'm feeding So this guy needs to go here. So we're gonna need to rewire this when we get this right. And this guy needs to go to wherever upstairs. Which is rather unfortunate. We should maybe reconfigure them. Right? Unless I'm mistaken. No. This is right. 177 gonna go to the refinery. So this is what I have. And 160, which is the one I'm standing on right now, is the guy going upstairs. So now we just need to figure out. This is the refineries. They're gonna get fed. I already set up. Both lines are gonna get fed from this guy right here. So. El Papi, thank you. Much appreciated. And welcome. Okay, so, yeah. Okay, so this side is good. Like I said, we just need to figure out how we get in this to the, to this. I said we're on the west wall right now. Yeah, so essentially I think we popped it in from like into here and fed it through the floors. Maybe? You want to do the same? You want to pop it for outside of the building right here? Somewhere? It's coming out of this line right here, 160. And it should go up, and right now we have this on the west wall. So I think our intake was somewhere here. But we need to feed it one up from here, I think. Here? This is the empty floor you set up. This doesn't do anything no more. So we can feed it to both floors right here. Yeah, and you should yep. Yeah. Yeah, put it on this side, on the north side. Yeah, like this. This would get us close to the intake. What? Bad RDJ. This is gonna be the best computer factory known to man. It's still not lined up. There is a gap on the west side. Yeah, that's perfect now. So if we just for pretend say this, we need to move it one out, but yeah, so we need to hit this nozzle essentially, and then we just need to take this splitter and put it on the belt right here. Splitter is gonna face, it's technically doesn't matter which way it faces. Yeah, like this, right? So now we can go this way. What the actual... Yeah. That is true statement, sir. I was feeding it this way, okay. Alright, so we're gonna face input is gonna come from here. This belt was the original feed, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so now we can feed this guy from here and feed this guy from here. Right, so it's gonna come up the belt, get split over here, fed these 2 rows, and then the rest is gonna come up and feed the other guy. It's super close. Do you want to move it 1 step back, or are you okay with this? What the? Overlap and surface might be uneven. What are you pissed about? Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put this back later. Right, so it's gonna be this way. Okay. Let's delete this. Reinstall this dude right here. It should look a little bit better, just kind of a little bit better. Okay. Okay, so that should work in theory, and probably in practice, is to feed the ingots, those 160 ingots from here to the 2 sets of machines. Right, so we can just detach it right here and feed it into this guy. Gonna go upstairs. We just need to set the recipe now, and we can probably turn them on. Right, so feeds are set. Outputs. Let's worry about outputs. Outputs right now go where? Okay, we don't need this. We don't need that. We don't need this. We don't need that. Okay, so this is the outputs. They need to be merged and brought up to this is actually a really nice setup by neighbor. I'm gonna try to recreate it at earliest opportunity. So that would go. Right now we can just awesome sync this stuff from both floors, I guess. This floor and the next floor, right here. Oh no, wrong floor. Oh come on, game. What is this up here? Oh shit! I'm gonna break my neck. Oof. All right, I'm gonna do it old-fashioned way. Okay, so that's the old floor. This is the sub for this floor, so this is the output. And which floor we had output on the other guy? Not here, right? Or yes, here. Yeah, no, here, right. So we need to merge those bad boys, and they're probably gonna go to the floor right above them. So, but for now, we can just bring it up here and then try to figure this out. So, which side the machines were on? They were on this side, right? Okay, all right, that works. So I'll merge him to this guy. and then we can bring it upstairs. You're gonna go this way. I'll put you right here. Oh, you mean the decoration? It's good that all of our buildings have different style, I guess. Okay, so now we can put 6 right here. And let's say we're gonna do what? They're not on the same. Yeah. Okay. So let's put an awesome sink there, right here. And we'll see what yeah, it's a new thing I'm doing. I don't know. Let's try it, see if you like it too. No, well, we're gonna remove it later, just like the one down below. Actually, we're gonna remove one down below as soon as this one starts working. So idea here, you put awesome sync when you finish like a line, right? And you sync it, and that way you can have it warm up and clock the output, so you know that part of production is solid. And then once you start consuming this resource for real, you just remove awesome sync and move on with your life, right? So it's really helpful in like, now you can always see which line is like what speed and all that stuff. It's really helpful. If I can only find electricity, that would be super duper awesome. But, oh, it's right here. Okay, it's on. So now, in theory, now we should be able to grab the output from both of them and then sync them. So let's just set speed of the machines and connect the ingots and see what happens. Yeah. All right. So now the machine speed should be for wire is 888889. So we're gonna say 88.8889. Enter. Copy settings. All right. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There used to be power right here. It's right here. Okay, that should be good. Let's see if I can get on the ingots, and we'll go from there. It's gonna take a hot minute for that manifold to warm up, but that's what we're here for, right? Ugh. There we go. Okay, it's going. And in theory now it's supposed to start getting those guys cruising. Okay. Everybody's starting getting ingots. Like I said, on this manifold is going to be a minute. I just want to see the conveyors for the output do a thing. Make sure they're actually living. The factory and get upstairs. Yeah, get joined here and then get sunk into here. Okay, it's a beautiful thing. All right. Next step in our endeavor then is to set up cable on the floor right above this, because that cable is going to consume the wire we just send over here. So well, input is probably going to be on the other side, but I guess we can figure it out and feed from this wall. Yeah, well, this is the feed we already have now, but I don't know, we'll work it out, I guess. All right, let's go and find out what's going on up there on that floor. That floor are the full constructors, right? So that floor it's what's this guy? Okay, so this floor is assembler, so those we can delete outright. So this floor we need for other things. So delete that. Guess we rebuild that manifold. Okay, so this floor is everything was on this is gunner. We should deploy cable here. Yep, six machines. So slap 4 and 4, I guess, and we'll delete 2. The question is which way we're facing them. West. For input. Well, okay, this is how we do in the other thing right now, but our output, well, input is essentially output on the other side, so we might consider facing them the other way, or at least reversing the belt, because 6 is not that many, so I don't know if well, that's what I'm saying. Right now we have wire on the east wall. This is where wire is made. We can run it to the west wall on the floor. There's enough space, or we can just bring it up the east wall and feed it into machine by reversing them. Either way is okay. I don't know. Both east and west wall already have a shit on it, so I guess this really doesn't matter, boss. I feel like it doesn't matter. They already have conveyors going up and down. Both of them. Why is it only reached 240? I'm so puzzled by this. There's something not working here. Because we should be seeing 320. And I don't know where the other 100 is coming. And not why it's not here. 241. See, it's a very specific number. Alright. While you're pondering which wall to use, let me drop down and see what the other set of constructors are fucking up to. You waiting for copper sheets? You waiting for copper sheets? I mean copper ingots. Just waiting to get filled with ingots, I guess. This one is 41. 41 as well. Just make sure output is working for all of those guys. This is working. Well, those machines are validated. We use them for something else, so it's all good. All right, I'm gonna leave it alone. Right here, which is what, east side? Yep. Yes, sir. Okay, so we gotta link them up together, though. The input is gonna come from here, right? Yeah. So it's gonna get fed into this row, right? That's the way I position them. Okay. Can fed into this row, and then we need to feed this row. And then output is going to be, we're gonna need to link the output, so I'll raise the input. Okay. All right, so let's flip those guys around. This is our input, but we need both machines to work together, right? So we need to link the input to input. Right, so we're gonna feed one of them. Yeah. And now with this, right, wire is gonna come into here. We're gonna feed it in here, and it's gonna feed both rows. So I essentially put put a patch in the back right here to make sure that both inputs are linked. And we need to do something like this with both outputs, so... Yeah. Which means the output... and output is gonna go this way, right? Yeah. So we need to decide... We probably will flip that dual row to face this way, and then... feed this output into this guy. So it kind of goes this way. So let's do this now. Output this way, the other way, right? Oh shit, that's one thing I didn't do on the other one too. I did not reverse them. I did not redo the yeah, I didn't redo the input too. What is happening? What did I? Four. This is in. And this is in. Did I? No, I didn't need to reverse them. I think. Yeah. When I'm going this way. Right. Okay, so output is linked now. So now, did you fix those lifts? Sorry, I didn't pay attention. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Yeah. All right. So, yeah. So cable is gonna come out of here, and be thrilled to go to the next destination of the journey. So once the other part warms up, we should put the sink here, and then delete that other sink and let them continue on their journey. We are up to 239, which is something is not right. Yeah, 240 is, I'm missing something. Unless it hasn't warmed up yet, but I don't know. Yeah, I see a whole bunch of yellow machines. This one is not getting ingot. Yeah, not enough ingot. This one is... What? Which belt is not hooked up, sir? Unless we output in only one wheel. Yes. Yeah. This one should be... This is the 160 line. This 177 should be going to the copper sheets. This will go into the sink, which we will delete once we hook up copper sheet. This one go into the copper machines. I unhooked it when I hooked it up to the sink. This one is going up to the copper sheets, the refineries. Well, they fill it up, right? Once they're 100, right? Yeah, they should start. No, I don't mean the foundries. Once these guys are full, because the constructors are not getting enough ingot just yet. This row This one got 100, and this one got 1. This one got 100. This one got 1. This one got 1. And this one got what? 1. Is that really taking that long? Well, it's supposed to start filling other machines at the faster rate once this one is at 100%. But let me just look at the cable again. So it splits it in 2 rows, and the first ones are 100s, and then this goes right, this goes right. I mean, boss, I hate to say it, it looks good, it just needs time, I think. Essentially, we're operating on 6 machines right now out of 12, or 8 machines, I'm sorry. The 6 upstairs, because they get fed from essentially a 50-50 split, right? And this is a bigger chunk. We should see a second set of machines start lighting up with more than one at some point. Yeah, see, this one got 3 already. And this one got 100, so second row is filling up. Now it's got 4. We got 5. It's gonna take like an hour for this thing to get there. Oh, look at this. I have 68 copper ingots on me. I didn't shred, so I'm gonna help this one. It's gonna do the same thing. Like moving them doesn't make it any faster. Because it's just gonna start filling the stuff you took away. So yeah, this one got 7, 8, so it's working on this. It just needs to do it 3 more times for this to get up to speed. All right, well, we can work on the floor after and then light them up in a sequence. All right, so what we got? So this is cable. Right, the 6. All right, let's plan the output for this guy. Yeah, see, it came up to 296 or 292. I'm sorry, so it's gonna get to that 320 soon enough. Well, not soon enough, but it's gonna get there. All right, so it's gonna come up here, boss. We can. It gets sent into here. You can put a merger on this guy, essentially, and then extend this out. I think from here. It's kind of hard to aim, but. Can fix the actual connection later, but this is probably where it's going to come from. We just need to replace the lift later. And that guy needs to get fed into where? Into here, yeah. Son of a... Okay. Yeah, so if we fit it like this, this should be good. And then let's plan the next floor, I guess. So let's assume for a second cable is going to be good. Right, we did wire cable, so now we need to do the quartz. Z quartz. Let's hook up electricity to those bad boys. What we got here? We got this guy. Let's do row to row, right? How's the weather your way, dude? Is tornado stopped or what? Eight nine. Set to cable. We just do this. Gotta outsource it to younger generation. No, you don't. You just be like, this is cool. You can do. Yeah, you can play with this. So this is good. So now we can delete all of this and make a quartz part out of this nightmare. Yeah, I have the raw stuff sitting on the deck all the way down. It's sitting by the train station. Yeah, 6 constructors. Let's figure out how we fit this in. Train station is on east wall. So we can bring it all the way on the side of that building, so make them face east, I suppose. I'll punch the hole once we know where they... You are making 6 constructors, sir. Hey, neighbor, how are you, sir? Yeah, they're coming from the east wall right now. Or at least said to. They sitting on deck right over there. I brought them from the mountains. You see where I'm at? Right on this wall. Right here, boss. You see the sink we have for the wire? They're right below the sink. See that pink shit down on the deck? That's it. That's the stuff. Yeah, we can actually move it through the sink. Sink doesn't doesn't collide with belt, so we can just fit it through it and then delete the sink later. Yeah, you want it on this side? Yeah. So this is going to be the input, right? So we want to do the output linkage here. So input comes from here. And I'm gonna loop it over here. And into here. This one is 2 or 4? Oh, you didn't delete the extra 2? So... Oh, okay. Alright, so you're gonna fit it into shorthand, right? Okay, which means I need to reverse the row of 4. I was watching neighbor's stream today, right? This morning from last night. He actually puts the conveyor lifts right on the splitters, or other way around, whatever. And then puts the belt through it, so it's actually a little more compact than what we're doing. Maybe we should... Oh yeah, okay. Maybe we should give it a shot one of those days. I don't necessarily want to mix it in the building, but in the next one, we actually might want to modify one of them and see how that feels and looks. It looks pretty decent, and it allows to essentially nesting 2 rows, one on top of another. So that's... Shit, it's gonna collide with this thread. Yeah, essentially do the lifts first, and then we can... you know what? I don't know why I face them this way. They're exactly the same length. Dude, you should be calling me out for shit like this. Why I face them the other way, but they could face one another and work just as well. All right, now here we won't get away with this, but we have more space here. So output comes which way? You input, so output we need where? We need on this wall, right? So we need to link them here as well. Is that right? Output. And we need it on this wall, right? So I can just do... No, that's fine. We just need to reverse the 2, right? And then send it this way. Because input is going to come from here, so we need output here. Right? On the west wall. Right. Yeah. So let me reverse this 2 to be... Right. No. I need to reverse 4... yeah, no, I need to reverse 2 to hook up with this guy. Yes. 6, and we need to go this way. So this is good. So this thing is gonna spit out. We can probably hook it up and hook it up to the sink and get it clocking. Let's set the speed for the machines now. And then we can destroy the roof, I guess. We should probably do this now so it make it easier to run the power for me. And we'll reinstall this antenna once. Oh, you just dropped me. I will reinstall the antenna once we finish with the. This is going to be a ceiling, so it needs to be filled in completely, and then 2 floors, and then it's going to be a self in that self. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's acting strange when there are beams on it, a little bit. Okay, where's the stairs? Where are my stairs? Right here. So, you know, actually voiced an opinion. Do you want to expand over the refineries, or you want to let it be? Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this floor is 6 constructors. We did 6 here, we did 6 for cable, and we did... So this is the last floor of constructors. Well, we don't have to. We can just leave that part of the floor empty and put the constructors up, because constructors are... They might fit in the floor, but the assemblers are definitely fucking humongous. And that would save us a floor, but... I mean, I don't know. We can, or we can leave it like this. It's I don't know if I have a strong opinion either way. Well, so we'll put assemblers on it and constructors. I mean, assemblers and manufacturers on it. Right? If we expand over... We're gonna need to cover this guy anyway, right? So right... So we can continue going up, or we can make the... we can make the expansion above the pipes. Right at the floor which we did, right here, and have twice the floor space, I guess, is the question. Because essentially we can just make this building look like a complete box. Okay. We want to do angle roof. We cannot do things. We need to continue going up. Yes. Yes. Which we already have plenty of. Right. Okay, let's go see if our cable, I mean our wire warmed up to fit the cable. And move that sink one floor up. So cable can start warming up. And we can finish that wiring. Let's see here. Where is the 320? That's exactly the number we need, sir. So now we can replace the temporary lift, kill that sink, and move this guy up. 322, yeah, perfect. Alright, so this can go away now. Gee. We want to be careful about deleting stuff and not killing the train station. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to take this guy and this guy. This is where the old guy was. I get here. The new guy's gonna be right here. And here we want to put a merger going up. What the? What do you mean you don't want to go this way? Being dumb. All right, so now this should work. This should work. So in theory, did we set the cable speed? Do you happen to remember? Right. And so we need to feed with it. Yeah, for all of them, right? So we should be feeding this guy. Try to dump him as close to the wall as possible. So now this guy's supposed, all of them supposed to get wire and start making shit. And the output is gonna come out to this wall, right? In theory. Where's the output? Come on. I wanna see some stuff being made. Yeah, I don't see anything on this guy though. Because it's going this way, or is it because we didn't? Oh no, something just dropped. Yep. Okay, so it's going. So let's put a sink right here. And let this bitch warm up. Never find power in these situations. There we go. Okay. And the last one, logistics. We are looking, well looking. I'm sorry, say it again. Oh, you put. Okay. All right, we're looking for 160. Yeah, right now it's more because there was some of them spooled up. So let's hopefully this is gonna drop to 160 in a few minutes here, and we can all sleep better. Okay, so this being made, so let's go wire. Oh, we didn't wire up the this guy, so we should do that because this is probably gonna require the what's the space? Well, we didn't bring quartz up. So this is gonna need this guy. You wanna do him by the wall right here somewhere, like this? So we can just delete the platform later and pretend this was supposed to be this way as a long conveyor. computers. Yeah, this is from the old build. Oh, we need to move it, though. Well, technically, it's hard, but can you grab them? Grab the remainder and see if you can feed them into the top box, not to the bottom box, to the top box. Top box, right here. Yeah, this guy. Just dump them in here, and I'll put dimensional dip on top of that guy. Yeah, manually. Yeah, this is going to be where we're going to eventually connect the computers to for, you know, permanent life. But right now, yeah. Right now, the way it's constructed, top box doesn't have a way out to the bottom box. What? Oh. So we can kill this guy. Pretend it's never been here. Right. So now we need this guy. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Just this guy right here. What? What? I was wrong, RBJ. I was wrong. I don't know. I thought there was 3. It's 4. I don't know. My math is off. Right here. No, but we should probably. I know you just put this thing up, but can you delete it for a hot minute, because I don't want to the hypertube. No, I just don't want to necessarily leave the conveyor running in the middle of the plaza. I wanna get it to the wall. Hopefully I'm aiming this right now. I'm not. This is what happening. Why did you stop working? That shit. Yeah, no kidding. It's just being difficult now. See, I can't do it from the top anymore. I can only do it from bottom. Yeah, see, and it builds in the wrong place. See, now it's built itself. Come on, game. This is not right. I'm gonna put the nozzle up there before I do this. I put it reversed and it didn't do it, so I have to play with it. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put the nozzle up here so it directs the traffic. There's no doubts which way it's going. Okay, good. It's too long. Need to pick it up a bit. Start from here, and then link it up halfway. It might be easier that way. So in theory, this should now feed all the gremlins all the way up to that floor. Yeah, I'm gonna smoke too. So I'll be back in a minute. I'm back. This guy. $132. They're still warming up, I guess. Let me just go take a look if they are really warming up. Yeah, there's some waiting for wire. So they still building up steam. This one is at 500. This one is at 500. This one is at 500. This one is at 8. Don't put all the wire I had in him, which is not much, but he's filling up, and those two would be starving for a hot minute. Okay. Back to what we were doing. Those are silica, right? We just fed. Yeah. We just need to set speed and or okay, the resources flowing in. So those things should start producing silica here in a minute. Yeah. What's this guy do? Okay, doesn't do anything yet. This guy. This guy. Petrol, some zinc. Oop. Over here. Oh, yeah. You put the meter on. Okay, so we're looking for 176. Yeah. So once the backlog of already made silica clears up, it should clog down to 176. Hopefully, right now it's gonna go. Yeah, feet start clogging down a little bit. Yeah, 346. Okay. All right. So silica is good. Next floor would be the assemblers for the circuit board. For that we should go set up refineries because we need steamed copper sheets for that. Yeah, those are the refineries on the outside, and they're gonna need the pump and all that kind of shenanigans. Okay, so let's see. This is the input right here on this side, and water was somewhere here. Yeah, water's right here. So the water. I put one pump at the beginning of this stuff, so it should get us some height. I'm not sure if it's gonna be enough for the full tank. No, we got one pipe on this. Yeah, 2 water circuits. Yeah. Yeah, it should be going into here in the end. question is how we want to fit it in here. I can lift up the intake, I guess. Right. I'm done. Here. No, we want this. Yeah, here, this way. Probably at this height, right? Right. I should have turned it, didn't I? Oh, no. We need to fit the machine, so it needs to stay this way. We need to fit it all the way down the line. Okay. So, which means now we need to come into here somewhere, right? Let's see if we can really make it look good. If it's gonna look good. Eesh. This way. I think it's too high. No, maybe not. Yeah, it needs to be one tick lower. So now so those machines are filling up. We need to go higher though. Yeah. We can replace this guy. If you want, we can replace this guy with a four-way. Yeah. You should continue flowing now. And then here we need to replace this guy with four-way as well. But mean, they're supposed to. It's the same blueprint. So in theory, those pipes should be if they're not aligned, that would imply that my my blueprint deployments were off, which I resent that implication. Okay. Can you see if this thinks it's got full length? I can't tell what it thinks is happening. Yeah, no, it's gonna hit the. It's not enough. Yeah. Yeah. So we need a pump. Where we want to pump? We want to pump somewhere up on top there, so we can squirrel the power. Squirrel the power away there somewhere. That's probably good. So now we need some power on this side of the building. Let's see if we can wrangle some power up. Okay, this pump now should be pumping. Presumably filling up this pipe. Give us water all the way up, which it does. Okay. Alright, so we got water going all the way up. Now we need to set the recipe and turn the other copper loose on those guys and start... did I link outputs for them? Or I didn't. Or I just linked the inputs. Inputs linked, outputs are not. Alright, so outputs gonna go where? Output is coming out this way. Okay, this is great. Let me see, we should probably... Well, let's see if this works. Straight up works. Should probably do it this way, it's going to be hard to grab later. And those need to be reversed anyway. So we can fit them into here. Oh, maybe that works, boss. I'm looking how we fit in those guys in. For some reason it's playing funny games with me. Sideways. Yeah, no. I'm gonna put the conveyor over here. It's because they need to be reversed. Okay. So... me see if I can match. It's the third right here somewhere. Yeah, somewhere there. Sure. Okay, so now we just need to reverse that conveyor over there, and that an entirety of that product is gonna get dumped onto towards the wall right here. It's gonna be right here. Okay, all right. That works. Reverse this. Output needs to go this way. I don't know what was that. So this is all set. So in theory now, this thing should speed up. Copper sheets like there is no tomorrow. Also have sick right here. Yeah, I think this is all it needs. We just need to make sure we just need to unpack the copper ingots down below and from that other line and send them over. We just need power here and set the recipe and the speed. All right, so there's some power here. Sir, yes, sir. Have to look, but we're using the other line of copper, so we should be able to set. Are you on the bottom floor? Okay, so this line is going to the refineries. So we just need to kill this one and kill the sink behind it and link this guy to this guy, and it's gonna go. Well, this line is going outside into the sink. This doesn't go in anywhere. And this one was the feed I originally started with, and then I broke it so I can sync it. So this is what we sync it to. This stuff is going to this guy. This is the exit, right? This is the feed for the refineries. So we're just gonna unhook this guy and put it into refineries. These are refineries right here. In where? Yeah, copper sheets are gonna come out of this guy, yeah. Yeah, out of the refineries, they're gonna make copper sheets. Yeah, we're bringing them up top. Both of them fed all the way up. All right. Okay, so which means I was working on the power. So let me go back into this building, try to figure that part out. Because there is no roof on refineries, and I don't have a design yet for where it's going to be, so I'm gonna have to wing it. Something with power. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Correct. Set below that. Should be soon. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's gonna go into a sink. It's gonna be beautiful. All right, you already removed this guy, so copper is all set. This guy is all set. Let's see what our other sinks are doing. So are we sinking anything here? We're not. That's the wire going to the cable. Means this is wire still going to the cable. This is cable going to the sink. Should be clocking at 160, and it's exactly what it's set at. So we're good. Then we go one floor up. We'll look at sink number 2. This guy is 180, and we should be 176, so this is close enough. And now we gotta see what the copper sheet sink will do. Find the clock them too. Guy's waiting for ingots. Uh-oh. I don't see them leaving. So there is something messed up with our... Oh. Okay. Can fix that. Ingot power now. Okay, good. Not yet. Okay. 176, yeah. Alright, it's still waiting for enough ingots to propagate. The first set down below is gonna get most of them, and because I primed them first a little bit. So it's gonna be a minute, but should get there soon enough. Yeah, this one is 100. Yeah, it should be 176. Yeah, so it made in such big quantity that's normal for them to do it like this. It's gonna average out. All right, so we got everything, so we can build the constructors now and feed that silica and the shit we just made into the assemblers and assemble us some some awesome silica circuit boards. Yes, it's not going to be a top floor for long, but yes. Yeah. So, and we want them facing east or west, I forget now. The silica is on the west wall, and copper sheets are gonna be on north wall. So I guess we can face them west, and that fits. Yeah, we need to look at the stairs. They were a little off, but I didn't pay much attention to them just yet. Just make sure you don't put them all the way against the wall. You move them to the side one, so they don't clip into the wall. What do you mean by don't fit? Yeah. It's because it's deleted. Yeah, there is no beam on that floor, right? Right. I'm just looking to see. I'm trying to validate your theory over here. Oh, wait. Yeah, this floor's fine. Yeah. I got attached to the wrong point. Needs to be attached to the top, yeah. Yeah. Perfect, see? Yeah. What? Wait. What? Oh, yeah. I guess it's because it was off to the roof. Okay, maybe. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. This floor is generally higher. This floor needs to be one lower, period, bro. We space them out at 3 a pop. This one is at 4 a pop because the manufacturers were here and they were. We can actually bring it. We can bring it down by the whole, by the full tile, and then once we do manufacturers, we can. They're gonna be top floor anyway. We can make them however we want to, but yes. That's not right. Well, yeah. I wonder if beams or those windows throwing us off. Okay, oh, hang on. Oh, you know what that is probably? It's because the windows, somebody who put the windows in, he put the windows on the fucking beams, not on the floor. that, and he probably did it throughout the building, I'm guessing. Is that a true statement? Yeah, the whole building is jacked. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna pretend I don't know this. So, all right. So, do you want to fix it here, starting from this floor? Yeah. All right. So, let's do those guys first. This. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but the floors were here to begin with. You didn't move the things, so I'm quite... Wait, I didn't, fuck, I didn't do this right. Nope, shit. This is... like this. Yeah. Yeah, like this. Yeah. So essentially, I'm not positive he actually did it to begin with. Because in it just... So, what I'm trying to say is that the foundations were here before the fucking beams, right? Which means we need to put these foundations where they're supposed to be if we're built before them. So, i.e., we need to delete one row and place the foundation off the floor and then put the beam back up, right? To get the right height, right? So here, I'll try. So if we do this... But... Yeah, but... Right, but we put the foundations before the beams. So beams were put in after. Right, so this is where the height's supposed to be. So we should put foundation here, right? And then delete this shit. Restore your beautiful beams and whatnot. And that would match it to the rest of to the rest of the building, yeah. And then the beams sit. That's why I had to delete some of the walls to actually get the floors out, because they were clipping for the walls. Yeah, okay. All right. Above this need to be built at the same way. All right. Yep. You fixing the power or something? What? When did they stop? Oh, okay. Okay, so this is the floor, so we're gonna need to move this power to the right place. Okay, so where did the power came from originally? I guess is the most important question. I don't see how the fuck the power got in here to begin with. This was connected to something. I guess I'm gonna go to the floor below us. What? Yeah, hang on, I have to look at it in a sec. Just finish wiring those bad boys up. Okay. Yeah, you just need to delete one of the walls, dude. That's all you need to do, right? So delete one of the walls right here. This cannot be sitting too long, right? This is 3 walls up. So now you just need a subfloor with 2 walls right here, right? And you put this guy on this as your base, then delete those fucking guys. And then you set this should give you a proper spacing. Well, you should turn the corner, right? So it should be right here in theory, but we just need the subfloor, whatever, walls, right? So so a wall right here. Yeah, subfloor is metal, right? And so from here, is gonna go 3 up, I think, at least. Even though we did more on the other one, so maybe that's gonna require more, but now you can delete this, 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 and this, and this. And this is your floor spacing. Now you can do your whatever you need to do with decoration. Okay, so, yeah, so this is sub, so now we can do the walls. Now it wants to sit on the we need a beam essentially for this. Well, they don't wanna okay, here we go. I was gonna say they didn't want to sit on the metal wall, but I got it. Right. Okay, so this is the walls for our sub right here. Yeah, and this just on the perimeter. Yep. Let me see how those copper sheets are doing. All right, so copper sheets coming from the north, and I think the yeah, and the what's his face coming from silica is coming from the west. But let me check on copper sheets right now. 171. Yeah, input should be on the west, so we're keeping kind of east-west thing here. Sorry, yes, sir. 162 here. Yeah. 80. What's going on in my work? Shit. If they don't resolve it, then 45. All right, they get 4 minutes before I jump on a call with them. We do have a problem with. I don't know if. Yeah, I think we did something. We started from one particular wall to make sure they can, because those things, right? They need to they need to mash. No, we just need to make sure that they are opposing one another. Right, so blueprints, where are they? Assembler, right? So you need to make sure that they sit like this with this guy. Like this. Yeah, well, that's the only way we're gonna make it work, though. That's what I'm trying to say. Right, so if for a hot second we pretend that, and we should probably push them halfway into this so we can fit the fourth one. Something like this. Or even all the way in. Like this. I don't. Yeah, I don't think 4 of them fits. Yeah, boss, I gotta go in a minute. We, we, my guys broke the world. I got. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm sorry. I was trying to give them a minute to sort it out, but this is login is down, so nobody can use the site. So they're gonna want a responsible adult to get on it. I'm sorry. All right, it's all right. Hope it doesn't happen that often. All right, let me stop the stream. All right, everybody, I'm gonna run and fix something. Thank you for hanging out.